Hey everybody, Games with Chin here, and I want to do my first accessibility review on tabletop RPGs with Free League Publishing's Alien, the role-playing game. Now, I won't be discussing all of the mechanics, things of that. This is an accessibility review for people with disabilities to see how well that they can use the book. Now, we will not be covering the digital version of the book, but the actual physical hardcover copy. Now, I am a disabled individual and I don't have great use of my arms or my hands. So, when you're in the middle of running a game, since I tend to GM a lot of games require a lot of bookkeeping. So, this is to show how well the book is laid out and just overall the accessibility for this game. Now, I want to first off start by saying that the Game Mother's screen for this game is incredibly helpful. So, if you're disabled and you don't have good use of your hands to flip through the book very quickly during a game, the GM screen is amazingly useful. Excuse me. Now, the book itself, I have to say, is laid out very, very well. It is organized very well. If you're the GM, which I oftentimes am, and I can't flip through the book very quick, the GM screen will take care of most. Now, there are still some things like stunts for your skills. That is not on the GM screen. However, the very, very cool thing about this game is while every skill has a stunt, if you get extra successes, you there's a certain list that each skill has that it can do. Well, most of them are pretty identical, pretty similar to what they do. So if you memorized one or two skills, you kind of have memorized the rest of the stunts. That is really, really helpful. Really, really is. Now, the way the monster blocks are laid out, you don't have to flip back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to look up, like, oh, this monster has this ability, go to this page. It's all laid out very clean, what it does. None of the stat blocks are real big, and that's very, very helpful for that. Your weapons are all laid out very clean on your character sheet. You'll know everything you need to know, so you won't have to look up every single thing. Okay, your weapon does this, it does this, it does this, it does this. Once it's on your sheet, you're pretty much good to go on that one. All of the critical hits and the mental traumas and panic and everything like that listed on the GM screen. Again, that's what makes it very, very useful. Free League did such an amazing job. It's not very often that I can say that a publishing company that makes RPGs, especially with GM screens, tends to put all of the most important tables on the screen, but Free League has done amazing with that, not just for their Alien game, but their Vossen and I currently only own Alien and Vossen, so I won't speak on the others. It's not necessarily fair. But the book is around 400 pages, or 350, something around there. It opens very well. That's something I definitely want to talk about. A lot of companies that make game books, they make the binding really, really stiff. So when you open it, immediately the pages are trying to close and things of that nature. And as someone who can't use their hands very well, I don't have the ability to hold the book open, so it has to lay flat on a table. That is very crucial to me. And Free League has done an amazing job. It opens amazingly. It's not in the crease of the book where part of the page is cut off, so you can't really see all of the font. It's nothing like that. It's done very well. It's a very high quality book, and I have to commend them on that. A lot of companies, I know when they do like their paperback books, they do not lay flat well at all. And some companies, hardback books, do not lay flat at all. But with Alien, amazing job. With Vossen, amazing job. So I got to give them a lot of credit for their accessibility on that. So if you're a disabled gamer like myself and you're a GM, this is a great book. A very great book to pick up if you can't use your hands very well. The pages are a thinner paper stock, so it's easier to turn in larger quantities than a lot of books that have thicker pages. And the way I think it's like a wax coating. I have not had any problems with the pages sticking together, which is another really good thing that Free League did, because a lot of books I've had, the pages will stick together, and trying to turn one page at a time it's kind of difficult. And so I give them a lot of credit for that. But other than that, the game itself is really easy to play. It requires a bit of D6s, but I use a digital dice roller, so that is not a problem. But the book itself, it's laid out very well. Super easy to find anything you need. Due to the paper stock being thinner, it is easier than most to turn larger quantities of pages, which is a big help. It lays flat, another big help. And I highly recommend this game. It is quite possibly the best tabletop RPG that I have read in a long time. And I've been playing tabletop RPG since 1988. So, big kudos to Free League Publishing on the material, the content, the writing. It is very well written, super easy to read. The tables, super easy to read. The pages are laid out amazing. And the book itself is just such a high quality that they put together that I cannot recommend it enough. But I do recommend, if you're looking to run this game and you're disabled and you can't flip through the book a lot, the Game Mother screen, the GM screen, it is crucial to have that, because it will save you so much bookkeeping with just that screen. I highly recommend it. They did an amazing job, and definitely 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, whatever point system you want to go to, they definitely nailed it. So, not much more I can say. Alien, the role-playing game, amazing. Thank you, Free League, for putting out such an awesome product, especially one that's accessible. That means more than you may know. And in the immortal words of one Bill and Ted, please be excellent to each other.